Good morning, guys. Yesterday was a sad day. There was a young lady, and she was a patriot, that lost her life yesterday. And she lost her life because she wanted her voice heard. That's all she wanted, was her voice heard. And they mixed people in that crowd that shouldn't have been there. We all know that. But we can't keep going back and forth and back and forth. It's just not going to work. Here's what we know. They blocked me 2 days before the Georgia election. I don't even know if I'm in there now. I'm just making this video so you guys will have it. But they've been blocking us, doing all kinds of weird stuff. And the media is still on a different tick. Guys, it's hard to do anything in America when you don't have the media. Social media is against us. But what I do know, God never fails. So we have to keep giving the glory to Him. And I know a lot of you are upset. I'm upset too. Because I don't know how anybody in their right mind would be defending our patriots and our mega crew. We know how to keep the peace. It was just a few people that did that, and it cost a person their life. Not good. Not good at all. But what we need to do is we need to get that young lady's name out there because she wanted her voice heard. She didn't do anything to get shot. I don't know who the police was that was shooting like he didn't have no sense. But there were some crazy people in Congress, and I believe it was Antifa. And a lot of people say, oh, no, it was us, we tried to get in there. You don't know who was with you because I've seen different angles. I've seen people busting through a window, and I know for a fact, mega people did not bust open windows in Congress. We just wouldn't do that. And I know another thing. I was watching all angles, but I couldn't get anything out to you because I was blocked. I noticed Nancy Pelosi was very nervous when they were in Congress. I mean, she was all bent down and distorted. And then Adam Schiff started speaking, and he sounded like a girl. He's like, ooh, ooh. So I seen fear in them, and I knew something was going to happen. And I believe they knew what was going to happen. But that's neither here nor there. Because I find that everybody always goes backwards. You know, well, they did this and they did that. We don't need to justify anything that happened yesterday. We don't have to defend it. Because we were there to support my uncle. And whatever happens from here on out, if I was I would just release all the dirt on everyone and keep it moving. Because this is pitiful, man. It really is. Because you know, for 4 years, we had to listen to the Democrats and the Russia stuff. And he barely had legs the first 4 years because every time he turned around, they were framing him and indicting him for this, that, and the other. They have no respect. No respect for human life. And now they're sitting around talking about, oh, I don't condone violence. And we've watched Antifa and BLM burn down cities, abuse white people. All kinds of crazy stuff. Not only just white people, they abuse their own. You know, we have a crisis in America. And this crisis is, my people don't want to take responsibility for anything. They like to jump on the bandwagon of whatever's going on, but they cannot handle anything in their house. And they ain't going to. They're going to keep talking about other people. They're going to keep jumping on everything that they're fed from the media and like that there, but they're never going to look at themselves. Now, the good part about that is we're not like that. Free thinkers don't lose, you guys. We need to stick together, stay positive, encourage each other. I don't know what's going to happen from here on out, but it's not going to shape my future. It is not. Now, with Uncle Donald in there, we could have got things moved a lot faster, but maybe that wasn't God's plan. God might want them to deal with how they vote, and they'll have to figure out how to live through it, because we already know what to do. We don't get intertwined. We know the Democrats are dirty every which way but loose. And yet and still, they're able to twist every narrative and move it to their good. Whereas our side is always struggling because if somebody says something bad about, we're not like that. I don't care what they say about me because I know them. And they can't handle their business. Period. None of them can. They're always blaming people for their mishaps. So guys, we got an advantage on them. Don't blow it. They're going to try to say things to you all day today, next week, the week after. Just blow it off because you know that they're miserable as hell. Until they can accept responsibilities for their actions, things ain't never going to go right for them. It ain't never going to go right for them. It'll go right for us because we can look in the mirror. And I'm sure a lot of them are saying, I can look in that mirror. I tell you what, you keep looking because we reap what we sow. So if you're outraged at the violence yesterday, those people wanted to hear their voices heard, and they did not commit any violence. It was Antifa or one of the other ones. I don't know which one. Don't even care. You know why? Because you're losing the narrative. A young lady lost her life because she wanted her voice heard. She didn't want socialism. She doesn't want what the Democrats have to offer. She doesn't want all that corruption in Congress. All these things are going to still stay right there in Congress. They're laughing at us. We let them change the narrative again. When the narrative is a young lady lost her life because she wanted her voice heard. And you want to know what else? I'm not feeling good either because I believe Uncle Donald was put here as a vehicle for us. And I wanted to get my brother out of prison. But there was so many other people, they choose pride and ungrateful behavior that you can't get anything done here in America because you got too many negative people. But I can tell you this. The young lady that lost her life, her family won't be out there tearing up and burning down the neighborhood they live in. They won't be calling the officer racist and all that other crazy stuff. These people yesterday were out there in the cold for many, many hours. My Patriots, my mega fam, they were cold. Okay? They didn't come there for none of that. They came there to hear what Uncle Donald had to say. And unfortunately, things went horrible. I mean, just deplorable horrible. But that wasn't us. And it is not our responsibility to just throw our whole way of living and thinking over that instance. Because I guarantee you this, guys. The Democrats had something to do with them evil people in there. They done bust Antifa up in there and they mixed and mingled. But I want you guys to know what the narrative is and what it should always be. And that's the young lady that lost her life because she wanted a better country. She wanted liberty and freedom. She fought for her country. Everything that Congress did after that happened, they were going to do it anyway. Because a real person that has courage and strength, they're not going to just flip-flop just like that and say, oh, because of that happened now. No, millions and millions of us, we wanted a better country, and you guys didn't have enough backbone to get her done. You put my Uncle Donald through many years of torture and turmoil, and he's trying to make things happen. But you guys want us to respect you. You don't get any respect from me. As a matter of fact, I don't even have a conversation for you because if you're that miserable where you 4 years of your life, you got to lie, cheat, rob, and steal for 4 years while we're trying to make this country a better place. But you guys, you want these Democrats and their policies in there. You act like there ain't going to be no more Medicaid, Medicare, food stamps. That stuff didn't go nowhere in the first 4 years he was in there. What makes you think it's going anywhere now? You guys just like having somebody tell you how to do everything. You like somebody to tell you how to live, I mean, when I think all the disrespectful stuff Joe Biden said to the black people about how they have no real diversity and they don't have any ideas like the Spanish people and this and that. He was right. And then I watched him holler at you people on Zoom, talk to you like dogs. You want to know why? Y'all want to know why they do that? They be real nice to you when it's time to vote. But after that, you're just a regular old push me up front Negro. And what you did was you hurt a lot of your people, a lot of black Republicans that wanted something better for this country. And you guys chose evil over that. And now you're sitting around laughing about a young lady losing her life when all these people were killed after the George Floyd thing and then the Breonna Taylor thing. And you guys are still talking about that stuff like they didn't. These people, if they don't comply with the law, they're going to have problems. And it goes back to the mental illness. For the last 6 months, I've been talking to my people about how to get some mental health done, the anxiety, the fear, people lashing out, disrespecting everybody. You guys are monsters. And if you think that's going to go away because of this incident yesterday, you better think again. It's not. It's only going to get worse because you guys have no respect for yourself and you have no respect for anybody else. And frankly, I'm really sick of y'all. I really am. Because you haven't showed me anything that you want outside of what you've already had. You're just the same old, same old. So now I have to figure out how to get letters and things and get my brother out. Because Uncle Donald might not be that vehicle. But I'm going to tell you what he did do. He exposed more corruption and everything and how these people are. And we have that to our advantage. Because a lot of people are talking about starting another party or whatever. I'm like, first, we need to start in the heart, get our minds right. Because this flip-flop crap is not the way. If y'all keep flip-flopping, you'll be just like them. You need to stand strong. Because voices wanted to be heard yesterday. Why the hell y'all think all them people went out there? They wanted to be heard. And y'all let them take our narrative again with this crap about violence in Congress. That was not how it was. I seen every angle of that video. There was some crazy people in there. It was not us. But y'all let them make it us. And the reason why you let them make it us is because you lost the narrative. The young lady wanted to be heard, period. We shouldn't even be talking about all that other stuff. But at the end of the day, we're going to have to stay positive. You know, stay together, try to do whatever we can. I don't know what's going to happen, guys. I don't. But I'm not willing to take the rap for what happened yesterday. We have a whole movement because we think different. We want different. We want a better country. The other ones don't. So now they're going to have to live with what they did want. And you know about people perishing, man. You make your bed, you lay in it. You trust Auntie's going to find a way to be happy. My tattered head don't need that. Don't want it. Uncle Donald, we love you. We always will. But these people are really dirty to do something like this. And you know they did it. Yeah, they did it to us, y'all. And God bless. Keep God first, free thinkers. Let's pray for a new direction.